Hello and blessings, my beautiful souls. My name is Avalon and welcome back to my channel. It has been a red hot minute since I've made a video because I've had to go through a lot of things of late. I'll do a catch up on that a little bit later on. Nevertheless, today I wanted to shine a bright light on a little tarot business that I just love and adore. As you know, I have a lot of decks, a lot of tarot decks, Lenormand decks, oracle decks, some kipper decks, all of that kind of stuff. And I like to store them really well. I like to be really careful with my collection. And my collection is quite important to me because I've got some of those pretty big ticket sort of items in my collection due to the fact that I've been collecting for a very long time. Things go out of print, then they go up in value, and lo and behold, I have some decks on my shelf that would bring in quite a bit of money. Nevertheless, I like to treat my decks with respect, and because I'm the type of person that likes to carry a deck with me to most places, I've been disinclined to do that of late, but I like to have a deck in my car, and I typically carry a purse pack of some description. I like to carry a little tin, a tarot in a tin or something like that with me, and I typically go for the Rider-Waite-Smith Centennial Edition, although I do have a couple of other tarot decks in a tin, including the Morgan Greer, which is always like a fun one. Classic but fun, if you know what I mean. Nevertheless, my beautiful friend Jenna, who is the owner and manager of a Moonlit Faye, I will have her links in the description box below, was kind enough to send me out some really beautiful tarot bags. Now, as someone who has trialed a great many tarot storage sort of options, you could say, these are by far my favorite. Not because she sent them to me, not because she's my friend, but because they are hands down the best freaking tarot bag I have ever seen in my life, I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and I would not hesitate to put a really big ticket deck outside of its box in one of these bags. And I'm going to show you that collection in just a moment. But I would like to say that of late, I have really been focusing on small makers and creators, smaller brands, people that have, little businesses. And I find that with Jenna, she was quite the find because her items are so high quality. Like, it is ridiculous. I just recently showed one of the tarot bags to my boyfriend, who makes like special effects kind of costumes and things like that. I'm talking like next level, like Comic-Con, like really intense kinds of things. And I showed him and he was looking at it and pulling at it, and he's like, wow, this is really well made. I don't even know where she finished. I don't know where the final stitch was put in. Like, it was that kind of thing. And he looked at it for a really long time. My sister sat there and scrutinized it. I've had other people sit there with these little bags because I have one of my Bonestone decks in a bag, and it's the Bonestone bag that she made specifically for the Bonestone decks, and it's beautiful. So she had a little look at that, and yeah, we were all so very impressed. They're very cushy, they're very soft. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to stop talking about it and I'll just take you on over to have a look, okay?
Okay, so here is the selection that I have. I do have one more of her bags that is currently storing my Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore and Ali Fell. So this one here is the beautiful Bonestone bag that Moonlit Faye specifically made for the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot. Now, this is so soft. It has a magnetic clasp that closes. It's very thick and sturdy. This is thickly lined, and I put my beautiful Bonestone right in there with zero qualms and take it around in my bag, and it just feels very secure, very padded, very solid. So that's my Bonestone. This one here is holding my little old style Lenormand. So if you've never seen this deck, this is the deck. It's a Lenormand deck. It's pretty. I like it. This is less about the deck and more about the storage, but it's the old style Lenormand fortune telling. Well, this is the booklet, obviously, by Alexander Ray. There's the backing. And this little baggie fits beautifully, and it's got such a witchy little theme to it, like little bits and bobs. the shoes, the cauldron, the little bat, crystal ball, more shoes, a little broom. So it's really sweet. Like, it's a really beautiful little creation there. And then these are some of the newer ones that were sent out to me very recently. So we've got this clearly very Halloween themed one, which I quite like. And the inside fabric is so freaking cute. Look at that. It's so adorable. She's done such a great job. I don't know what deck I will put in here in this one. I do have quite a large few decks that I would like to put in a bag like this. At the top of my list would actively be the Druid Craft Tarot. So if you're familiar with that, it's quite a big deck. And even my Marielle, which I typically don't take out of the box because I have a special thing with the Marielle Tarot. But I've got the Silent Tarot as well, and a few other quite larger style decks. So we have another little one here, and this is for the, hang on, there we go, the Hilda Lenormand. So this is very Hilda Tarot, Hilda Lenormand. So I was meant to put, oh look, here's a little moonlit faye sticker. You can be a Patreon. You can be a Patreon of hers, or a patron of hers. Is that how you say it? This is really cute. But I will put the Hilda Lenormand in here, and you'll soon see why. Like, it's such a cute little deck. This is the gingham edition, so we've got a lot of sassiness with the Hilda Lenormand. And there we go, flower. So it's one of her little, you know, her little charm things. I really liked the Hilda Tarot and the Hilda Lenormand. I had such a great time with them. The Hilda Lenormand is non-traditional, so it's harder for those like myself who don't have an extensive amount of experience with Lenormand. But that's how that's going to go. So beautiful. Then we have this more traditional Rider-Waite-Smith pouchy. So nice little black internals. Good for a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. And I happen to believe, and this is my own personal opinion, that we who love tarot, who are keen to learn tarot, those who are yet to delve deep into the realm of tarot, should, and I'm careful to use the word should because it sounds a little bit condescending, but by rights it would be very wise to have a singular version at the very least, one that you like, a version of the Rider-Waite-Smith that of course you gel well with. There are so many out there on the market at the moment, including, you know, some of the more centennial style decks, and there's just a great many to choose from. But I find that they're great learning decks. You can draw on them, write on them, and this would be a great little storage option for your deck. So that gets 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. This last one is my favorite. It is a jewel pouch. So for those of you who like to take around a tarot deck and an oracle deck, this is a great little option. I'm going camping this weekend and I plan on taking a tarot deck and an oracle deck with me and just having a little play with that. But I really like the fabric of this. I really like how sturdy and thick. Like, this is so beautifully rich and thick. It feels quilted in a way, and that's something that I really, really love. And there's a beautiful little Moonlit Faye logo there. So she does incredible work, and I love to support people who are makers and creators who do a really good job. Not a medium, not a subpar, not an okay, not a oh yeah, not too bad. She does incredible work. I'm gushing. Allow me this opportunity to gush. She does wonderful, wonderful work. I stand by her tarot bags. I will only, from now on, I'm quite confident that I will only use these tarot bags because I have been able to take my tarot decks in my Moonlit Faye tarot bags everywhere and anywhere. They've been stuffed into suitcases, stuffed into handbags, stuffed into glove boxes, and no harm has ever come to any of the decks that I have stored in a Moonlit Faye bag. And I can be pretty rough, and if it's not me, it's my kids. I have 3 unruly children aged 6 to 11 who love mummy's decks, who love to like play around with mummy's decks, who have been seen throwing mummy's decks from across the room, which I do not condone, mind you, and it's quite heart-wrenching to see. They have thankfully grown out of that now, but the point is good quality storage solutions for your tarot decks, better than carrying them around in a box. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, a tarot box, a good quality tarot box, for instance, like something like this, which is the Centennial Edition in a tin, that does not need to be stored in a baggie like that. But something that's in a bit more of a softer, what would you call it, a softer arrangement? Say for instance, sorry, I'm far away. Say for instance, the Green Witch Tarot, which came in one of those pretty flimsy Llewellyn tarot boxes with a book. So something like this requires a storage option, and so would fit beautifully in one of these little baggies. Nice and snug, and voila. So it's well protected, well guarded, and easily transportable, which is everything that I need personally in a deck. Not every tarot comes in a box that you want to keep. Some tarot do come in boxes that you do want to keep. Say for instance, this one here, which is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. It's a Llewellyn deck, comes with a magnetic clasp, but it's pretty sturdy. Like, you wouldn't really take that out of its box unnecessarily, but if you did want to travel with the deck, then yes, I would transfer it into a bag like this, and so on and so forth. So I tend to not take very bulky boxes of decks out with me. Little bags like this will fit beautifully in my handbag, in my glove box, in anything that I'm choosing to travel with at the time, and that's all I need. And I want to make sure that my decks are safe, secure, and that no damage will befall them, in which case I go for Moonlit Faye tarot baggies. And so that is my official Avalon stamp of approval for whatever that's worth. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and tell me what your favorite tarot bags are. Otherwise, go and check out my favorite tarot bag creator on Instagram. I will have her links in the description box below, as I've previously stated. And give this beautiful creator a bit of love. Tell her that I say hello, and hopefully you fall in love with some of her awesome creations. Much love to you, and many blessings, my beautiful souls. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it around if you know of someone who could benefit from some of this information, some of these beautiful little tarot bags. It's coming up to the festive season, so this could make a great little gift for a tarot aficionado in your life as well. And this is a very thoughtful and beautiful little gift to give someone who does like to work with tarot. They will appreciate it beyond words. With all of that said and done, my beautiful souls, wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy, whatever that flourish was. And I'll chat to you again soon. Bye!